Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen. Today I'm going to be doing some weeding, even though I don't feel like doing anything right now. I feel like curling up inside on the sofa in the AC and watching YouTube, but I have things to do outside today. All right, down in the shed bed. So let me show you the shed with the pergola. And man, this really needs cleaned up. Lots and lots of weeds, lots of trimming. Okay. So I basically got most of the weeds. It was basically trees, saplings, out of this area. And then I moved over to my red twig dogwood. And I noticed from behind, she's not looking that great, probably because it's in too much shade. So this is a shrub that I limb up to make it look more like a tree. So I think, because I like doing stuff like this, I think I'm going to pause from weeding and I'm going to focus on getting this tree cleaned up. Okay? But what I can do is I can always stake and pull this part up and over so it looks a little better structurally, but I'll decide on that later. And I made a big old gash right here on this limb, so I think I'm just going to take it off because, yeah. Oh, the rose bush is getting me again. It's this one right here. And I'm not going to be able to get all the way down because it's a crisscross applesauce kind of a thing, which should have been taken care of a long, long time ago. Let me show you. See how that's coming out and it's all crisscrossed? I should have taken care of that a long time ago. But I didn't, so there you go. We'll just leave it as is and see if any new growth comes out. Alrighty, let me get this cleaned up and then we'll take a good look at it. Alright, I got most of the limbs picked up. So that's what it looks like. It's really hard to see because of the sun, but actually I don't think it looks too bad. I think the one trunk I am going to try to prop up to kind of get it to grow together. There's a couple of ways to do that, but I'm going to do it the Jen way. I'm gonna shove a rock in between the two crisscross branches down there to try to push the one branch up. This to go over there. How's that look? Does it look good? Can you tell a difference? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, actually, yeah, that is better. Then eventually, if I need to take that one branch out, I can. It is now a little over a week later, and there has been a little bit of a change to the shed bed. We did transplant a flowering plum tree that was out front. It was not doing well. We knew we wanted to rip it out because we wanted our plants out front to be more of a showpiece and see what happens. But I want to show you the red twig dogwood that we limbed up. I want to show you the red plum tree. I have a climbing rose that's in bloom, and then we're going to shift over to the bed up against the fence, and we are going to limb up my magnolia tree. All right, let's go. Okay, coming off of the back pathway that has the raised garden beds in it, where you come down to the shed area with the pergola on it. This shed was put in, I believe, 7 or 8 years ago, along with the pergola and the deck. Because it's along the road, I really wanted it to look more like a little house versus it looking just like a shed. So that's why we decided to put a pergola on it. But I wanted to show you this climbing rose. And this climbing rose is not a rebloomer, so it only blooms once and done, and it doesn't have a fragrance. So if I could do it differently, I would have definitely chosen a different rose. And unfortunately, I don't know the name of this rose. All right, so walking down here towards the area that we were working on last week, got a whole bunch of weeds here that we still need to rip out. We want to reestablish this section of the bed. Beautiful. I do not know the name of this plant. So if you know the name of this plant, please comment below. Okay, down to this part of the bed. Here is the flowering plum that we transplanted. You can see it looks pretty rough. What happened was, let me get over here and show you. The first year we planted this tree, we planted it in the spring, but then in the fall, a buck came and rubbed the crap out of this tree. Really slowed down the growth, really caused damage. I mean, you can see how bad this split is from the deer rub. We didn't even know if it was going to survive into the next year, but it did. And again, it doesn't look awesome, but I figured, oh, there's a car. I figured if this tree was going to make it, this would probably be a really good location. It's a little more protected. Let me show you. It's a little more protected. It's still going to get wind, but again, it gets full shade in the morning from the big pine tree behind it, so it's not in the scorching sun. So we'll see what happens. It's a risk worth taking. We have it staked up, and we will definitely, if it lasts through the summer, we're definitely going to net around it this fall so a buck doesn't come and have at it on the trunk again. All right, so that is the newest addition to the shed bed, and I really like it. Hopefully it flourishes. We shall see. All right, so coming over here, here is the red twig dogwood that we limbed up. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's looking okay. I did fertilize around it. We'll see what happens. I'm sure this is in too much shade at this point, and that's why the shrub is struggling. Time will tell if that shrub is going to stay or not. Okay, I'm going to limb this tree up exactly the same way that I did the red twig dogwood. I think the camera's going to be a little too far away for me to talk, so I'm just going to speed this up and get this tree limbed up. Okay. Okay, I think the tree looks a lot better. I do have to clean up all the little suckers at the base of the tree, but I'm gonna do that at a later time. I think that tree looks so much better. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up and call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Bye.